This is a story you need to hear. I promise, if you haven't heard this story before, it's going to change your contracting business forever. Let's go. Hey guys, when I first started my channel about 4 years ago, I told a story really to my coaching clients on a live call that I've never told that story before, and it resonated and got thousands of views and thousands of comments. And I want to share that story now in 2026 because I think it's as relevant as ever. A lot of you guys are struggling with pricing in your electrical contracting business. And I truly believe that a lot of you are underselling yourselves, your talent, your schooling, the licensing, the insurances, the headaches you have being an electrical contractor. I don't care whether you're in California like me or in Montana like me. That's covering everything from 0 to 360, right? The story stays the same. Oh, I found a better price. Oh, why so much? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. My lawyer doesn't charge me that much. Oh, what are you, a doctor? I don't care what the excuse is. I don't care what the reasoning. If you do not know what your value is and what you are worth, how the heck can you complain when your clients, when they're potential customers, or just the guy that's phone shopping and wants the lowest price? How are you gonna tell them any different, or how are you gonna prove it to yourself what you're worth? This story that I'm about to tell you, and it's not my story, I heard it a long time ago by probably several gurus or probably some audio tape, but if you've never heard it, thank me and comment down below and tell me what you thought about it. Here's how the story goes. Back in the 70s, there used to be a nuclear power plant. And this power plant used to provide electricity for several states in the East Coast. It was generating $1 million a day in electrical generation for its customers. That means that every single day, it would generate $1 million. Well, one day, the plant all of a sudden dropped its capacity to 50%. It was not producing at 100% and therefore losing $500,000 a day in revenue. The plant manager freaked out, got his entire team together and said, hey, we're losing $500,000 a day. This is a big problem. Now, I'm gonna pause right now and I'm gonna tell you that that plant manager is your customer. It's that person you saw last week. It's that person you're gonna see tomorrow. Think of them as the plant manager. They have a problem. Now, it might not be costing them money, but money is equated in different ways, and I equate it to value. They are losing or don't have a certain value, whether that's the quality of life or literally they want to light up their swimming pool. There's a value and a need, and that's why your phone is ringing, right? Think about that for a second as we move on in the story. So this plant manager is losing $500,000 a day. The need, the value, right? The value is I want to make $500,000. Gets his whole team together. Who's his team? He could be the DIYer, it could be the handyman, it could be anybody and everybody that's trying to help him solve this problem. It could even be your competitors. He gets the team together and says, look, we're running at half efficiency. They all go out, they take a day, 2 days, 3 days. Because again, your client making a phone call to try to find the cheapest electrician takes multiple service calls by multiple companies and multiple days. Whatever the case may be, all the engineers come back and tell the plant manager, look, we have no idea what's going on. We can't solve the problem. The plant manager freaks out, goes into Google, searches, calls Yelp, Angie's List, I don't care what, and finds an expert on nuclear power plants. Gives them a call and his name's Bob. Bob answers the phone and says, hey, what's up? Jim, the plant manager, says, hey, Bob, I heard you're one of the best nuclear scientist engineers out there. We've got a problem. We're running at 50% efficiency. We need help. And Bob says, no problem, Jim. I'll be on the next red eye from Los Angeles, California to the East Coast so that I can help you solve that problem. And then Jim says, heck yeah, let's roll. hangs up the phone. The next morning on the red eye arrives Bob. Bob comes to the facility. He puts on a white robe. He buttons it up. He takes a Sharpie out of his suitcase, puts it in his pocket, and starts walking around the plant. He goes around tapping this, checking this, writing notes on that, goes around for about another half an hour, 30 minutes pass by. He's tapping this, he's tapping that. Everybody on the plant has got their eyes wide open. They're looking and going, what the heck is this guy doing? Finally, after about 3 hours, he comes up to a valve. He goes and he taps on this valve, and the valve is attached to a gauge. He watches the gauge and he sees nothing happens when he taps on it. He takes out the black Sharpie. He marks a big X on that valve's gauge. He then walks all the way back to the entrance of the plant, takes off the coat, his safety glasses, his hard hat. He says, Jim, replace the valve that's connected to that gauge and everything will be back up to 100%. Thank you very much. Calls his Uber, goes back to the airport, flies back to LA. Plant manager goes nuts, tells all his managers to go ahead and replace that damn valve. And sure enough, as soon as they replace that faulty valve, the pressure gauge shoots up, the plant is back up to 100%. The manager can't be happier. He's gonna make his bonus. He's not getting fired. About 2 weeks pass, and in the mail comes an invoice. And the invoice says, Bob's Nuclear Scientist Engineering Tech. He opens up the invoice, and out of the invoice, there's a bill for $100,000. And it simply says, restoring proper power to nuclear power plant, $100,000. Well, the manager about falls out of his chair and he says, are you crazy? Bob just flew out here, spent about 4 hours, got back on a plane, and he's charging me $100,000? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call Bob and I'm gonna get him on the phone and I'm gonna put him on the spot. So Jim picks up the phone and calls Bob and says, hey Bob, it's Jim from the East Coast Power Plant. Hey Jim, what's up? Well, Bob, I got your invoice. Oh, great, that's good news. But could you do me a favor? Can you give me an itemized breakdown? Oh, Jim thought he was gonna be slick and ask Bob for a breakdown, parts, labor, and material. And Bob says, sure, Jim, give me a few minutes and I'll email that right over to you. Jim hangs up the phone laughing and going, man, I'm gonna get him now. And sure enough, 2 minutes later, bing, email comes from Bob with an itemized invoice. He opens up the email and he's shocked to see 2 line items. Item number 1, marking X on bad valve, $1. Item number 2, knowing which valve to mark X, $99,999. Boom! Do you get the moral of the story? You are not charging only for your time. You are charging for your knowledge, for your licensing, for your insurance, for driving the shop, the store, the products to the customer's house. They're not coming into your storefront. You're technically taking your store to them. If your clients or potential clients don't see the value of what you bring, hang up that phone, turn around, and get the hell out of there. You don't have any time to waste. You want to be marking black X's on those valves and getting paid for what you're worth. I hope this encouraged you. Let me know in the comments below what you thought, and is it time for you to start marking black X's? Knowing where to mark them is where the value is. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't, do that now. And if you want to know more about me, just head over to www.the360electrician.com. And while you're there, sign up for my free community, 100% dedicated to electrical contractors like you. And unlike this scientist, no X's, it's completely 100% free. I'll see you guys in the next video.